Consumers Energy is closely monitoring the forecast, anticipating power outages. With the potential for significant ice and freezing rain, crews and trucks are ready. It is tough to predict exactly what could happen, but they're watching for high wind gusts and ice. The heavy branches can be dangerous for crews working to restore electricity.
So in the winter, what we're really watching for are those high wind gusts and the potential for ice. When the ice gets on trees or on our lines, it can really weigh them down. And then when you combine that with the strong wind gust, and the trees, branches are able to come down easier, they come down on our lines, and that can result in power outages. So that's what we're watching for over these next couple of days.
Crews say they also need as much space as possible for everyone's safety. And if you see a downed power line, stay at least 25 feet away and call both 911 and Consumers Energy as soon as possible. Staying at home is the best way to stay safe, but what if your power does go out? 13 on your side's Micah Cho continues our team coverage, and this is especially important. First-time homeowners or those who haven't experienced an ice storm before. This information, Micah.
Juliet, I went to a hardware store to find out what type of things like rock salt is best for ice, especially with those pets and the other essential home items you should have for weathering the storm.
Moderately busy. We haven't been, like overwhelmed.
For customers at Alger Hardware and Rental, some have been stopping in for those winter storm essentials.
We've been selling some ice melt and things like that for people to get ready for the weather.
Owner Bill Dejong says along with regular ice melt, there's another option available for those with pets.
For the pets, it isn't as likely to stick to their paw. So you don't get the sore spots on their paws. Some dogs are more susceptible to that than others.
For those first-time homeowners, DeYoung gives some tips for riding out the upcoming storm.
If you're worried about, the power going out, to have some backup lighting, whether that's a battery-powered lamps that we sell or flashlights. It's a good idea to have a little bit of backup light because it gets dark early yet. Hard to see what you're doing. If you have a generator, make sure it starts. Make sure you have gas for the generator and a way to safely hook it up. Make sure you always run them outside. You don't want it, in the house or in the garage.
Adding to generators, Bill also told me that if you have to use one, it wouldn't be a bad idea to find a way to securely chain it to something solid to prevent any thefts as well. And if you need to get supplies, you'll want to go as early as possible in the morning before the freezing rain starts to fall. Juliet.
Thank you, Micah. And you can stay up to date on the latest weather conditions with the 13 on your side weather app. You'll find live radar, the latest traffic conditions and closings. It's a free download on Apple and Google Play. You can also text the word weather to 616-559-1310 for a link to the forecast. And as you can see, the closings are running at the bottom of your screen. You will also find the full list, more than 200 of them, on our website, 13onyourside.com.